I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs. I came across this battery operated candle at a garage sale. I got it for 50 cents. I'm going to give it a makeover to give it a more primitive look. I have grunged candles before, but I've never added a primitive design to the candle. So I'm going to add a primitive star. I've got some black tissue paper that I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut a primitive style star out of the tissue paper. I think that looks pretty good. So the first thing I'm going to do is Mod Podge that on. I have matte finish Mod Podge. I brushed the Mod Podge onto the star, but if I was doing it again, I would brush the Mod Podge directly onto the candle because the star, being made of tissue paper and so flimsy, it got a little wrinkled and was difficult to manage. I think it would be easier if I had brushed the Mod Podge onto the candle directly and then place the star over that Mod Podge. It did end up with a little bit of a tear in the tissue paper, but since I'm going for a primitive look and I'm going to add some grunge over the top, it's going to be fine. Now I'm going to brush some Mod Podge on over the top of the tissue paper star. I wouldn't want to do this tissue paper on a real candle that you're going to burn. I think it is a method best used for a battery operated candle. Now I've got a paint tray and I'm going to pour some Mod Podge into it. And I'm going to sprinkle in some cinnamon. And a little bit of instant coffee. The heavier you go on the cinnamon and coffee, the darker the finish is going to be. But you can add more grunge to the process even after you get it on the candle. So now I've got this mixed up and I'm going to start brushing it onto the candle. I've run out of mixture. It would have been best if I had enough for the entire candle, because now I have to worry about matching. Then I want the inside and the upper area to be even grungier, as if it was a real candle. The top would be, inside would be darker. The top here, I'm going to do this darker color. Then I'm taking some instant coffee and I'm rubbing it between my fingers to really grind it up good. And sprinkling it right along the top. Then I'm going to take some more of my Mod Podge and I'm going to dab those areas. going to let that dry and we'll see how it looks. I might still need to do a little bit more work on it. It is completely dry now. I like the way it's looking, but you can kind of see the brush strokes in here. So I'm going to do just a little bit more work on it, and I'll do more dabbing instead of brushing this time. It looks pretty good inside, so I'm not going to mess with the inside. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.